What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Jennifer Rush. As always, big thank you to Darren and all the people who've been following this deep dive. We're continuing with the 1992 self-titled album. And the next track is Never Say Never. Whenever I hear this phrase, I always want to reply, well, you just said it twice. But yes, okay, the idea of not ruling anything out in principle, even if something is exceedingly unlikely, even if the probability is vanishingly small, it is still technically possible. Now, I suppose there is a distinction there between something which is quite literally, whether for reasons of physics or chemistry or some biological reality, meaning someone's dead, therefore you could never speak to them again in a, let's say, vocal manner. There is the difference, thus, between something which is quite literally impossible and something which is almost surely never going to happen, but which still could theoretically happen. And I imagine the phrase never say never is oriented toward that latter category. And I suppose if you believe in miracles, maybe something that seems literally physically impossible could in some sense happen. And of course, the degree to which that is valid depends on your subjective perspective. But yes, fundamentally, never say never means don't rule something out even if it seems like there's no way it could happen. And given Jennifer's song themes on pretty much every album I've heard so far, I wouldn't be surprised if this relates to a relationship that either already happened and then went wrong and led to a separation or a split, or a relationship that's never actually come into being and for one reason or another seems nearly impossible. Maybe the idea is here, never say never, because stranger things have happened and truth is stranger than fiction. So maybe, even if we can't see it now, even if it's somewhere behind difficulties and challenges and impediments, maybe the reality is in fact possible. So never say never. Either way, I will be listening, so I'll see what I can pick up on a first hearing. This is Jennifer Rush. The song is Never Say Never, and it's from her 1992 self-titled album.
Turn
had my joke prepared, and then she does that as it's fading out. My joke was, after that stunning vocal flourish and extension, what else can you do? What else can be said? It's like, you just walk away with the smoke coming off of the track, and then she does another florid flourish as the track is on its way to fading out. So yeah, just another dynamic vocal performance, another powerful vocal performance. Indeed, like, the strength and power of her vocal delivery on this one is what really stands out. I will say though, I really love when rhythmically she sort of plays with the pocket, like, the never say never, like there's a specific rhythm to that, and the backing vocals, they're hitting that every time, and she's hitting it with the lead vocal, and then in the back half of the tune, especially, there was one moment like a minute or so before it ended, she like started a little early, she slid over the pocket and like ended a little bit after it, and yet like if you zoom out, it's still perfect in the rhythm. So she has a, how do I phrase it? There's a perfect eccentricity to the way she delivers some of these lines rhythmically, where she's, bending and stretching the beats of the delivery, but it's still perfectly like in time, if that makes sense. And there's other groups and singers I've said that about, where they find a way to not hit it exactly where you would expect, but it's still perfectly within the rhythm and the melody of the tune. So yeah, really love her vocal performance here, and surprise, surprise, I think it's exactly what I said, but it's not about a relationship, as far as I can tell, that used to exist, broke off, and they came back together. She's saying like, I've been through a lot, I wrote off ever being in love again. And indeed, like, never say never again. The word again is the operative word here, because apparently she did say like, oh, I'm never going to love again. Like, I'm never going to get to that place again, and whatever. Like, I've gone through it, I've had my experiences, and I just can't play the game again. I can't go back into that. So, I'm done. I'm retired from the game of love. I'm not going to expect to ever have someone move me in that way and to brighten my spirit and my days in the way that love can. And then poof, right then, along comes this guy, and he has transformed her life, and now, no matter what happens, indeed, it's like she's leaving the door open. Maybe this one will fall apart. Maybe over time we'll drift our separate ways, but I'll never say never again when it comes to falling in love, because this experience has shown to me that, the magic can always, like, love as some sort of reified entity will always have the capacity to suddenly fill my heart and to, invigorate my emotional experience and to take me to a place I didn't think I would be. So yeah, I enjoy the cleverness and the specificity of the songwriting. It really has a perfect articulation of the theme in a way that I sort of anticipated, but more than that. So yeah, a really cool one, and I love the kind of synth rock or like rock ballad feel of this one. Like, I don't know if you'd call it a power ballad, but it's a heavier tune in terms of the power of the sonics. Definitely the guitar standing out, although, it's not just that, it's the full sonic sphere, and then the melody, like the elegance of it too. So it had power and grace at the same time, which feels like a good way to describe Jennifer's vocals and just her singing persona. So yeah, another really cool one from this album. Do let me know what you think. Thank you again to Darren, and I will see you next time. Peace.